Sometimes the hardest thing for an endurance athlete or anyone chasing a big goal is to stop. But what if rest is actually part of the forward motion? Welcome to Through Endurance We Conquer, the podcast where we explore how running helps us grow stronger, physically, mentally, and emotionally. I'm your host, Ashley Mello, and today we're talking about something I've had to learn the hard way lately: the role of rest in true endurance and how rest actually helps us go further, not fall behind. Lately, I've been running on fumes, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. I've been overwhelmed with trying to keep up with the podcast, building my coaching business, doing some writing projects, taking care of family, and dealing with my knee injury. I kept forcing myself to try to produce and push myself and try to stay consistent, and I felt like if I stopped, I'd fall behind or feel like a failure. I kept thinking if I just pushed through, I'd get back on track. But what actually helped me come back stronger was surrendering, resting, not quitting, just letting myself pause. And at first I thought I would just take a week off of podcasting and come back, maybe 2 weeks. But as you know, that turned into almost 2 months. And that's because in the beginning, I wasn't really letting myself rest. I felt guilty for resting, even though I was barely functioning. I told myself I had to keep going, even if I had nothing in the tank. All of that pushing just led to mental fatigue, emotional spiral. My mental health was failing, and because of that, I was losing my appetite. And because I was losing my appetite, I was physically weak. And eventually, I just couldn't keep pushing anymore. But I realized surrendering to rest isn't quitting. When I finally let go and stopped forcing myself to push forward and got true rest, I finally got more sleep. I made sure I was eating enough. I didn't force creativity. I gave myself grace for not producing and for just doing the bare minimum of what I needed to do for the day. And as I gave myself true rest, I started to feel better, clearer, and stronger. When I finally let myself stop pushing, I realized I didn't fall apart. I actually started to feel whole again. This is a great lesson for life and for running long distance. Sometimes when you're racing in an ultramarathon, you have to take a walking break, and that's okay. Sometimes you have to take longer at aid stations to rest and refuel and top off your water, electrolytes, get some calories in. Taking more time to rest at an aid station isn't weakness. This is how you finish. Pulling back to refuel, rest, catch your breath. This is how you keep yourself moving forward for longer. If you keep pushing through fatigue, you'll crash a lot sooner and won't be able to go as far. In endurance, whether it's training, racing, writing a book, healing from family drama, or just surviving the day, rest is part of the work. You don't build strength by pushing through everything. You build it in recovery. And this is the same as when you're in the gym. You're not building muscle when you're moving a heavy weight through your reps. You build muscle when you rest and recover after your workout. You don't move forward faster by forcing yourself to keep grinding. Instead, you move forward smarter by pulling back when you need to. So if you notice yourself losing motivation, snapping at the people around you, feeling brain fog or dread about things you usually love, and especially if you're still feeling tired no matter how much sleep you get, these are all signs that you need deeper rest. And you're not weak for needing rest. You're wise for honoring it. Rest isn't laziness. It's the strategy that keeps you in the game for the long haul. We're human, we're not robots. We're not meant to be in constant output mode. If you're tired, there's probably a reason. And it doesn't mean you're lazy or losing momentum. It means your body or soul needs something different right now. This isn't the episode I thought I'd record, but it's the one I needed to say, and maybe it's the one you needed to hear. So if you're in a season where you're tired, overwhelmed, or feel like you're falling behind, you're not. You're doing the work by pausing. Rest is a form of trust. It's saying, I know I'll keep going, but not at the cost of my well-being. If this hit home, send me a message or share it with someone who's running on empty. And if you haven't already, grab my free Couch to 5K guide. It's the first step for anyone who's ready to build a stronger foundation mentally and physically. You can get the free guide at mellowrunning.com. That's MELO running.com. It's a simple, beginner-friendly plan to help you build up to 3.1 miles in just 6 weeks. And if you have any questions or want personalized coaching, feel free to reach out to me at ashley@mellowrunning.com or DM me on Instagram at Through Endurance We Conquer. This week, take care of yourself, and remember, rest is still forward motion.